Outside on this first alert weather day, powerful winds and driving rain causing big trouble for travelers, and now that storm has turned deadly. Our Devin Feely is live in San Mateo County, where a falling tree killed a person in their work truck.
But we begin our team coverage with Chief Meteorologist Paul Hagan. He's tracking one of the most active radar loops we've seen in a while, Paul.
Yeah, just unreal to see this moving in from the Pacific Ocean. For the Bay Area, we have seen dozens, once again, of wind damage and flooding reports, over 60 of those so far. One in the cluster from Santa Cruz County as a burst of winds came in between about noon and 1 o'clock. But we've seen numerous reports elsewhere across the Bay Area. Let's take a look at the current radar image, and you can see this arc of rain that surrounds the center of the storm system, which is basically right over San Francisco at the moment. I've been seeing a lot of people talking on Twitter about the fact that the clouds look so ominous, but there's also some sunshine peeking through. It's because we're basically in, if this was a tropical system, what would be described as the eye. Totally different things, but the heavy rain surrounding it offers that very same effect. Very heavy rain right now over Marin County, southern Napa County, southern Sonoma County, and that arcs down into Contra Costa and Alameda counties and all the way back around. Another band of very intense rainfall making its way through northern Santa Clara County, extends back across the Santa Cruz Mountains, the southern end of the peninsula as well. But just that little break in the action right over San Francisco for the moment. Everything is just pinwheeling around. This comma shape indicates a very mature storm system still producing heavy rain, and that's going to be a threat that we track as we head through the rest of this evening. Futurecast kind of keeps this thing just parked in place, spinning around, wobbling around. It's been erratically moving throughout the day, but that heavy rain threat is going to continue into this evening and even into tonight before we taper off to showers through the first half of the day tomorrow. Now, there's a flood advisory in effect around the south end of the bay and into the Santa Clara Valley, what we call an urban and small stream flood advisory. Watch out for water-covered roads, flooded intersections, flooded underpasses. A similar urban and small stream flood advisory in effect for central Sonoma County. The other big factor is the winds. That is not a typo. An almost 70-mile-an-hour wind gust recorded at the top of the hour in Oakland around 4:30. A measured 77-mile-an-hour wind gust at Pier 39. That coincides with the timing of a big rig being flipped over on the lower deck of the Bay Bridge. Right as you get onto the Bay Bridge, you can see other wind gusts in the 35 to 45-mile-an-hour range. The wind advisory continues until 9 o'clock for inland parts of the Bay Area. It's a high wind warning closer to the coast in San Mateo and Santa Cruz counties. Down trees, down power outages. Likely as we head through the rest of this evening. We'll track both the rain and the wind speeds hour by hour through tomorrow and into the rest of the week coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, Paul, thanks so much. Well, the evening commute is going to be a rough one. A big rig overturned on the eastbound lanes of the Bay Bridge within the last 15 minutes or so. This is a live look. As you can see, not a lot of traffic coming through, but here are some photos just tweeted out by the CHP. Only one lane is open right now. The crash happened just east of the 1st Street on-ramp. It's just a parking lot. No word yet on when they expect to get that big rig cleared out of the way.
And the damage is piling up all around the Bay Area. In Union City, a tree fell onto the same apartment complex for a second time in nearly a week. One person told us he had to help rescue someone that was trapped inside. And once again, the wind blowing pieces off glass off the high-rise in San Francisco. Pieces of glass came tumbling down from the 21st floor at 50 California this afternoon. The good news, there are no reports of any injuries. And in San Mateo County, a driver has been killed by a falling tree. Our Devin Feely is live in Portola Valley with the details. Devin.
Yeah, right now we really only know the broad outlines of this story, not the details, but the CHP says that the driver was traveling east on Alpine Road. This is Alpine Road here when that tree toppled onto his van. You can see the mangled wreckage of the van behind me. Now, this work van was hit by a massive eucalyptus tree. You can see how the tree came crashing down on the front compartment of the van a fraction of a second later, and it might have hit the rear, might have missed it altogether. Firefighters tried to reach the man, tried to rescue him, but the weather and the wind just weren't cooperating. Now the CHP picks up the story from there.
The fire crews worked pretty hard to get the tree out of the way so they could access the occupant inside. Unfortunately, while they were doing so, the wind caused more trees to fall down in the area. Unfortunately, when they got to the vehicle, they found that the sole occupant inside, a male, was killed at the impact with the tree.
Now, obviously, the additional trees that came crashing down really complicated the attempted rescue quite a bit. Firefighters had to pull back for a time and wait for people to get the trees off the van. Now, one of the things that we still don't know at this point is we don't know the identity of the victim. This was a freak accident And it was also a terrible tragedy, obviously, for the victim, for the man that was inside of that van, but also for anyone who knew him or cared about him. Back to you, Liz.
Yeah, it is a tragedy. All right, Devin, thank you so much. Well, there's been a lot of trouble on the roads today. The eastbound 580 corridor through Livermore has been a mess for more than 24 hours now after the super saturated ground literally started sliding out from under the freeway. It forced a shutdown of 2 lanes through the Altamont Pass just past North Flynn Road. Reporter Katie Nielsen is there live with an update. Commuters are not going to want to hear today. Katie.
No, Liz, right now the backup about an hour on 580. You can see the traffic here, and it is all because of this. A portion of the road is collapsing due to the rain. 2 lanes on the eastbound side were closed since yesterday, and Caltrans says they don't know how long it will be before crews can fix it.
Our designers are looking at it right now. Our structural engineers are looking at it right now. It may be possible for us to drive sheet piles, which can sort of reestablish the retaining wall for a period of time, giving us the capacity back. But it looks like we're looking at a rebuild.
That rebuild could take months. Right now, there are only 3 lanes open on eastbound 580, and if everything dries out tomorrow, Caltrans says they will restripe the lanes and use the shoulder to add a 4th lane going eastbound, which would hopefully ease some of the worst of the congestion. This stretch of 580 is a major transportation corridor connecting the Bay Area with Tracy and the rest of the Central Valley. So long-term lane closures will have a big impact.
We're going to be backed up. You're going to see, you're going to be sitting in traffic for a really long time.
I'm stuck, so that's all we need. So when they're going to take care of it as soon as possible, that's all we're hoping for.
It used to be kind of a nightmare. It would add like an extra hour to my day on the way home anyway. Now it's even worse.
Now you can see all of the traffic here. This is about 250 feet of retaining wall that did collapse under the freeway here. Now coming up tonight at 6 o'clock, we're actually going to be talking with a civil and environmental engineer who's going to explain to us why these slides keep happening and what to look for to see if a slide is going to happen in the future.
All right, Katie, thanks so much. Well, the storm has knocked out power to more than 100,000 customers here in the Bay Area. This is a live look at the outage map. The majority of the outages are on the Peninsula, where PG&E is scrambling to reroute resources.
At this point, we're making sure that we bring crews from other areas that are less impacted to the places that we expect the most impact. That's going to be the South Bay, the Peninsula, Central Coast, also the East Bay.
And stay with CBS News.